we have values between 0 to 10 and we are zooming in and we are trying to figure out a particular value. Using this idea, we need to identify the decimal number in the last number line in figure B. So this is figure B and this is the last number line. So let's look at the reference diagram, and you guys, after understanding this, you guys can pause and try this. So what is that we are looking at? We are looking at 0 to 10. So we are in decimeter position and we are zooming in. So we have divided into 10 equal parts, and this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, so on and so forth, right? So we are taking up numbers between 4 to 5 and zooming in basically. Let me actually literally zoom in. This is between 4 to 5. Further, we are dividing it by 10 parts. So basically, this is nothing but your post decimal place. So we are looking at this position, right? This position, 1 by 10th or 1/10th. This position. So basically, this is 4.1 and this is 4.2. We are further zooming in and we have 4.1 and 4.2. And further, we are basically zooming in. So this is your 100th positions. So this is 4.11, 4.12, so on and so forth. This will be 4.18 and this will be 4.19. And we further zoom in. And so we have 4. What do we get? This is a place of 1 by 1000. Okay, let me zoom in. So this is 1 by 1000 position. This position is what we are looking at. So basically, third position post your decimal point, third position. So this will be 4.181. See, third position. So we are talking about this number. Then we have 4.182. This is 4.183, right? And finally, we have 4.185. This is a basic idea. Let me go back to your original question. We need to figure out this position basically. Okay, use the same logic. Now you need to pause and figure it out. So we are looking at, I hope you guys tried it. Let me zoom in. We're looking at numbers between 0 to 10. So this will be 1, 2, this is 3 and 4. So we are between 3 and 4. This is our position post the decimal point. So this will be basically how much? 3.1. So we are zooming in between 3 and 3.1. And this is a place of 100th, right? So this is basically 3.01, 3.02, okay, so on and so forth. This will be what? 3, 4, and this is 3.05, and this is 3.06. And between this is what we are zooming in, 3.05 and 3.06. And here we are looking at our 1000th place. So basically this is 3.050. Sorry, this is 1 by the way. Again, we are looking at the third position over here. So this is after decimal 1, 2, 3. After decimal 1, 2, 3. Right? 3.052. This is 3.055. 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 3.059. You guys agree? And that's our answer. Okay. Okay, next. Make such number lines for the decimal numbers 9.876. So let me go with the first diagram. We have the number 9.876. So this is clearly between what numbers? Can you please pause and try it? Yes, this is between 9 and 10. Right? So 8 point, oh sorry, first we'll start off with 1 and 0, 1 and 10. So we are looking at 9 and 10. So basically this is the location which we are zooming in. So let's zoom in. So first we'll start off with that. Basically this is 9 and this is 10. And herein we'll multiply into 1/10. So this is 9.1, 9.2, 9.3, so on and so forth, 9.5, 9.6, 9.7, 9.8, 9.9. And this number is between what? Yes, you are right, between these two. So let's zoom in. And this position is 100th, right? Basically this. Where is it? This. 100th. So basically this is 9.7 to 9 point, oh sorry, 8 to 9.9. And this will be your 9.81, 9.82. So we are looking at 87. So let me directly go to 85, that's the middle. 9.86 and 9.87, 9.88. So basically it's between this space. Is that correct or am I wrong? Yes, it is after 9.87. So 9.87 to 9.88. Further zooming in. So we are looking at, let me use some other color, 9.87 to 9.88. Okay, so what do we have? We have 9.876. So this is 9.871. Remember, this is to do with 1000th position, right? So basically, where is it? Yeah, this position. So we have, let me go back to the same color. So we are looking at 76. So let me directly go to 9.875. That's the middle. The next position will be 9.876. So basically, this is our answer. Again, guys, let me recap all of this. It's a good place to recap. We are looking at, oh, we have one more number. Let me do that also. 0.407. Let me do this and then summarize. Alright, just a second. So first we'll start off with your integer numbers. So we have 1 to 10. So we have 0.407. So it's between 0 to 10, by the way. And this is 1, 2. So it's between what to? Yes, it's between 0 and 1. So we are zooming into 0 and 1. So we have 0 and 1. Next, this is a space of 0.0 to 1.0. This is our first division with 10. Okay, so we are looking at, I think we start off with this way only, right? Yeah. 0.0, 0.1, 0.2, this is 0.3, 0.4 and 0.5. Yeah. We have to take up between 0.4 to 0.5. Here is where we'll zoom in. zoom in. So we have 0.4, okay, not the color, 0.5. This is a place wherein we are talking about 100th. So basically this is 0.41, 0.42, right? 100th position is, remember, is this position, right? So let me kind of, yeah. So it's this position. So we are looking at 0.07. So 0.0, we want 0, right? So it's between 0 and 1. And this is what we are zooming in. This is your 0.42, 0.41. You can write a 0 over there. And this is a place wherein we are considering the 1000th position. So basically 100 and 1000, 1000th. So basically third position after the decimal point. So we are looking at 0.401, 0.402, so on and so forth. What is the number? This is 0.4056 and this is 0.407. 0.407. And that's our answer. Okay. So what is that we are looking at? We are looking at something called as decimal point. Right? When we have a number like 1, 1, 4, 1/10th, 400th, and 5, say 1000th, 5000th. This is not a convenient way to represent. We have this single integer, or say this is 34. We have, say this is the integer part and this is your fraction part. To differentiate the integer and the fraction, right, we put a decimal point. Before the decimal, it's a simple number, and after the decimal, it is to do with 1, 4, and 5. Remember, here 3 has to do with multiplication with 10. That's the position value, place value. This is to do with 4 has to do with multiplication with 1. This is to do with multiplication with 1/10th. This is to do with 100th. And this is to do with 1000th position. And that's that. Right? With that in mind, we took up few problems wherein we kept dividing and zooming into a particular value. Either finding it out or drawing it. We did that. I hope you guys practice this. If not, this decimal will be very confusing.